Hey everyone, happy Friday. We are live at Wild Birds Unlimited in Joliet. My name's Ellen, and on Fridays we go live to tell you what's new, what's happening at the store, what's happening outside with your birds. It has been certainly a cold week, but we finally got into some warm weather and definitely a sunny day today. So that has been fun and exciting. Right now, late January through late March is actually probably the most difficult time for birds during winter. At this point in time, resources that have been cached are probably gone or very slim. And as we know, natural resources are low to begin with in winter. So right now, right, from end of January to end of March is the most difficult time for birds. So this is when your reliable feeders and your open water is becoming super important. It's almost the essentials, right? Essentials for survival. So if you haven't done so already, you can always put out a heated bird bath or add a heater to an existing bird bath right now. Just make it a little bit easier for your birds during this really difficult time in winter. Okay, so that's kind of what's happening now. What are you guys seeing in your own backyards? Today, I heard a customer come in and they told me that they have seen an eastern bluebird. So that's really exciting. Did you know that eastern bluebirds actually are one of our early nesters for songbirds? So if you're looking to host a family of bluebirds for the spring, my recommendation is put it out your nest box for your specific bluebird in February so that it's ready to rock by March when the love will start to flow, okay? If you want more information on bluebirds or nesting boxes, put it in the comments so I know to talk about it maybe for another Friday Live. So I know I had talked about potentially doing this Friday Live about the Eliminator and talking about going through the Eliminator, and I was going to do all that, but things changed today. And because of that, we're going to be doing a little bit something different today and making this live a little bit shorter just so that I can make it to go see family that is in visiting today only. So I would like to go and do that today. So for that reason, that's the only reason that we're going to be switching it up and not doing Eliminator today. But I promise I will go through the Eliminator, all the bells and whistles, how to take it apart, all the features and functionality of that feeder, and some of our other squirrel-proof feeders next Friday. I promise. Pinky swear, all right? I pinky promise you guys, all right? All right, but today we're going to be talking about something else. We're going to be talking about tips to attracting new birds to a new feeder. Okay, that has been a big topic today in the store, and I think that might be something that we should talk about, and it would be a good fit for tonight. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to go through some of our events that are coming up because I know we're wrapping up January, but February's events have not been posted. Tisk, tisk on me. But I promise by this weekend, we are going to have those events online on our website and on Facebook for you guys to see. But just a preview, tomorrow we have Andrew from Good Steward Ecoscapes coming to talk about a new stewardship gardening, a new mindset for backyard conservation. There are still seats available for that presentation, but you can always just pop in and show up too. It's going to be a really good one. Andrew's a great presenter. I'm really excited to have him back. Saturday, February 1st, I'm presenting on the Secret Love Life of Birds. If you have been to that previous presentation, I have some new and improved stuff, and it should be really fun for that presentation. I will try to do it online too. Of course, no guarantees, but that would be the hope, is that I could put it on Facebook Live for you also. But in February, it's a really cool activity that happens, and we're celebrating it big here in the store. In February is this awesome count that goes on. It's called the Great Backyard Bird Count. The GBBC, as some shorten it and kind of call it. But essentially, it's a bird count. And it's super, super easy to participate. They just want you to count for 15 minutes anywhere where you see birds. So it does not have to be at your feeders, but I like to count at my feeders because I know I have a lot of bird action out there, and it's more fun to watch. But of course, if you're on a bird walk, you could do that. If you're coming into the store here, you're more than welcome to do a backyard bird count here at the store too. We have a weekend during the whole time of backyard bird count. It's the Great Backyard Bird Count starts the 14th, Friday, February 14th, and ends Monday, February 17th. And during that whole backyard bird count here at the store, we are going to be having our own count. So if you aren't sure how to do it or would like a little help on it, you can come right here in the store and do that with us. So it's a great way to participate. We have officially put this event on the calendar on Cornell's website for the Great Backyard Bird Count. So you should start to see our little pop mark on their map for Great Backyard Bird Count events. So ours will be there. But the week before that, we're going to have a weekend, Friday, Saturday, all day from 9 to 5 p.m. of how to do the Great Backyard Bird Count. So if you come into the store anytime, 9 to 5, Friday or Saturday, that is I want to make sure I give you these dates right, the 7th and 8th, all day, 9 to 5 p.m. You can come in the store and we will physically show you eBird. We will show you Merlin ID. We will get you your own account and we will kind of walk you through the process. But essentially, it's just counting birds, IDing birds, and giving scientists, because all this data goes to Cornell, a long-term record of birds, right? So we can understand migration patterns, changes in bird populations, movement patterns of birds. And it all is done on citizen science. So people like you and me are putting in their data from what they're seeing in their own backyards or a nature center or on a walk, wherever you are. Where you're doing that is what is giving them that data. And of course, the other cool thing about Great Backyard Bird Count is that you can make your birds count. Isn't that awesome to be able to say that my birds made the backyard bird count, that you're actually physically counting them and they are being put forth in a study, which I think is kind of cool. It kind of gives us a little bit of ownership, and I think I like that about that. But exactly, it shows scientists how birds are doing everywhere in the world, because it's not just here in Illinois, in Joliet, it's across the country that the Great Backyard Bird Count is doing. So everyone across the world is counting birds on this 4-day event. It's really, really cool. So I hope that you see how fun it is and see that you can connect to nature in this cool citizen science project. Anyone, any age can participate. So come by in February. We're on 7th and 8th for the how-to days, or come in the store the weekend of the Friday through Monday event and actually count birds in person here for our count. So there's going to be a lot of good resources out there, and we'll share more on that, but I wanted to kind of put that out there for some news that is happening for next month. It's going to be really exciting, and I'm excited to share the Great Backyard Bird Count with you guys. Another news, I have this other little note on my paper here that I wanted to mention, that we recently have done a partnership with the Possibility Place Nursery. So they're one of the largest growers of native plants in the Midwest. And we have partnered with them. So actually, the link is live right now for pre-orders for all native plants. Now there are, they will be shipping, when you place your order online here, they will ship them directly to your door. It starts in a couple months that they will start shipping them, but it's a pre-order. So if you have your eye on a specific species or a specific number of species, we will have that link. I will post it here in the comments of this live tonight, but I will also starting to be sharing it on our Facebook and our website and all over the place. part of the proceeds from your sales are going to help us bring in more educational speakers and put on more educational events. So it's going to be really exciting, and I think it's a great partnership. There is more to come on it, but that is the beginning stages of the partnership, is this online pre-sale, and it will be available. You can place online orders all year long. So it's ready, and I think now is a great time to actually start thinking and preparing your yard, what you want it to look like, how we can support bees and butterflies and birds and other important beneficial wildlife in our backyards. And it all starts with the planning period. So if you haven't thought about it, maybe consider coming tomorrow to Andrew's talk. Think about that mindset that might be changed and get some ideas for how your yard will be for the spring, or what you would like to do in the coming season. So something to think about, news that has come up. But now let's get into some fun stuff, because we have gotten, spring is starting to come, and I'm so glad because today was so beautiful and sunny. My son told me it was going to be a good day today because it was sunny. Well, sure enough, it sure was, with all these new things that we've been getting in. So I want to take you around and quickly show you some of these cool things that have come in. All right, my first stop here is right here. I'm going to, hopefully you guys can see some of these ones. But these guys, these are new. These are rubber stepping stones. So I love that they are made out of the rubber. They won't crack or fade, or, you know, I have a lot of stepping stones in my yard, and some of them I've made with my children. And because my backyard gets so wet and it is very uneven back there, I've actually lost and broke. Many of them have gotten broken over the years because of the, you know, uneven ground or the wetness that it's at. It breaks the stones. Well, I think these are going to be the perfect fit because, man, they are going to lay however the ground is going to fit. Don't have to worry about them cracking and breaking. These are great. They can also be washed. I just love that you can just take the hose and rinse it off and it's good to go. They come in a couple great styles, and I love the detail on them. I want to show you this one too. Look at the frog. I love the lily pad. It even has all these details. Check out this one too. There's too many favorites. I'm going to have too many of them, right? But look at that beautiful ladybug too. I think these are going to be super popular. I love the sustainability part of them, and I love that they're not always stone, and you can kind of put these in areas maybe where it's uneven ground or wet areas. That's going to be perfect. Perfect for spring. Cannot wait. Another new thing that has come in, new things, are our art poles. Studio M did get bought out, but they are being replaced by another company, and they did keep art poles and the art pole bird baths. So if you don't know about art poles, or peace poles they used to be called, right? They come in a couple different styles. These are PVC pipes, and they're wrapped with this UV resistant, won't fade or anything, this wrap on it, and you can leave it out all year. They do come, depending on the size, this one comes with this kind of stake, if you will. You put this in the ground and you slide your pole right over it. If I can do it with this arm. Okay, perfect, yeah. Slide it on over and it slides right down. You can put these in pots. You can put them directly into your garden. I know some of you have a collection and they look just beautiful in your yard. I have a couple really large ones. I have a couple medium ones. I have quite a few small ones. But we also got in more of those bird baths. I know how much you guys loved these bird baths. I have a couple different styles. I only brought one over here for this demonstration, but I have a couple. One of them even has a copper top. Stunning, just stunning. So, got to come and check them out in person and see what they're all about, but they're absolutely beautiful. My other new thing I want to show you, I'm really excited. Remember our herons? Remember those pelicans that we got from Regal? They're yard art that are birds that you can put out and stake them into your garden. Some of them look absolutely stunning. Yes, we will be bringing the herons and cranes. We have a few cranes left. I'm bringing herons back in. They will be coming in a couple more weeks. In the meantime, look what showed up. Do you see that peacock? Look at how beautiful it is. I couldn't say no. It's just too beautiful. I know some of you are going to have a showstopper yard and need a spot for this guy. He will go home to someone that needs this beautiful spot to showcase this beautiful bird. The tail. Look at the tail. The detail in it, guys. I just can't get over it. I hope you guys see it from here. But what we also got in is a couple other different birds. And believe it or not, we still have one left. We have a mallard, and I'm going to be also getting in wood ducks and another style of mallard, since we only have one left of these guys since they just came in. But look at how beautiful they are. It's all metal. I love that. And you can stake them in. These guys do not come apart, these ones, like my cranes do, but nonetheless, they are beautiful. This peacock does come apart, so if you need to store it for the winter, you can definitely take it apart for easy storage. All right, let's go on to some other stuff today, because today I wanted to preview Valentine's Day, because before you know it, Valentine's Day is going to be here, and I want you guys to be prepared with ideas to give your significant others, or if you're having a Galentine's Day. I know Galentine's Day used to be big and popular. I don't know if they still do that, but if you do something like that, some of these ideas might be just what you are looking for to give the gift that keeps on giving. I always say flowers and candy, man, that stuff goes away. You know, flowers die. Chocolate gets eaten in 2 seconds. What's something that we can give that's going to constantly keep bringing you happiness and joy? And it's definitely the hobby of backyard bird feeding. Check out these super cute Valentine's Day gifts. We have I'll Be Your Valentine. Owl with owl, the Owl of the Owl on a mini cylinder feeder, so they can replace this owl after she's gone. You can replace it with a regular size seed cylinder and still use that. So love this one. But check this one out, guys. When I came up with this one, I just couldn't stop laughing. Looking sharp, right? With that hedgehog on there. We put Harry the Hedgehog on here. He's majority comprised of safflower and sunflower seeds. There are some peanuts in his mix. And of course the back, which makes him so sharp, is all those striped sunflower seeds, which is definitely going to give your starlings a challenge if you still have starling issues in your backyard. But some other cool ideas that I thought would be awesome Valentine's Day gifts are one of this other new item that we've gotten in. Bird tumblers, perfect for hot or cold. It says on here, more good things are on the way. I just love that. It does come with a straw. Perfect. It seals. It actually screws on. The top screws on. But it has a nice seal on it. I like the color. What do you guys think? But they do come in a nice box for gifting. So that'd be perfect for a Valentine's Day gift. Or if you have a certain someone that is a bird lover that also loves to drink hot or cold things, right? A lot of people like to drink hot and cold things, right? Other things on this table that I thought you guys would also like is great gifts. These reusable bags, not only are they made out of recycled plastics, but they are, I'm going to tell you the dimensions, 19 by 24 inches. They are beautiful. This one's a hummingbird. Reusable shopping bag. Yes, it comes with a little tab so you can hook it on somewhere if you need to hang it. I like to put it in my car, but you can also roll it up and use that as a tie for your bag. But love it. Great big size. Who doesn't need a reusable bag wherever they go? These make perfect. And we have them in a couple different styles, from owls, we have wrens, we have cardinals are still here. Of course, these are Buzzy products, and Buzzy also makes our beautiful hand towels, and they make the mouse pads, and they make the sponges that are all made out of sustainable material. So all good things that are going for great causes, but also make great gifts for gift giving. And we know how great the gift giving season is. So at Wild Birds Unlimited. Now, other things that I thought would make great Valentine's Day gifts are bird-friendly coffee. We have some that are bagged up with a mug and coffee ready to rock. But of course, you can pick your own and of course do a tumbler instead of a cup. But also, think about the advanced pull system, how customizable that is. That would make a great Valentine's Day gift for someone that's looking to really make an impact or upgrade their feeder system. Makes a great Valentine's Day gift. Great. Listen in, honey, right? Tag your significant other in the comments, right, to make sure that they hear this. Hummingbirds are going to be back soon. They're not going to be here right away. We have a couple more months before they come back. But, you know, not only are hummingbird feeders, we have many of our favorite WBU hummingbird feeders, those top loaders, dishwasher safe. Can never have too many of those. But we have glass ones still here as well. They are beautiful. A lot of them are red print. Some of them are hand painted. They make beautiful gifts for Valentine's Day too. But consider also adding a ring. Who doesn't want a ring for Valentine's Day? And I'm telling you, the hummingbird ring is the only ring you want, right? All right. Those are some of the ideas that we have for Valentine's Day. I'm sure that you can come up with many ideas here in the store. And of course, Mother's Day is coming up too, so get some early ideas for those as well. Before I go into some of the other cool stuff that we're going to get into tonight, I want to quickly remind everyone that our Daily Savings Club promotion is ending this month on the last day, which is the 31st. And because we ran out first of Cardinal Confetti Seed Blend, which it is back in stock now in store and online, and then we ran out of the mesh feeder. So now we've changed the promotion, and you can now receive when you purchase the seed cylinder, you can receive this Red Flying Start feeder for free when you just make that purchase. You can do it in store or online. If you do it online, no promo code needed. You just add these two items into your cart, and this item will come up automatically free. All right, and that goes through the end of this month. So be sure if you're on Daily Savings Club, you take advantage of these member-only promos. It is so valuable when you become a Daily Savings Club member, because not only are you saving on all your bird food purchases every day, you get all these extra perks like the points, you get special member-only promos. There's a lot of member-only perks. And if you're not part of the club, you don't get to reap the benefits. So get on the program, right? And real quick, tonight we are doing a giveaway. So right after I talk about this next thing, we will talk about the giveaway. And real quick, I want to show you a wonderful My WBU promotion that anyone can use. You don't have to be on the Daily Savings Club. If you go to our website, our online shopping site, that mywbu.com/Joliet, and type in Get 5 in the promo code, you can receive $5 off your order of $25 or more. So it's a great way to get a little something in the end of January to take advantage of that sale. So you can take advantage of this. It's going on now, right? Online only, okay? Online only for this one. Alrighty, now on to the giveaway. We are doing a Friday Live giveaway, and every once in a while on our Friday Lives, we do a giveaway, and it's from us at Wild Birds Unlimited in Joliet, and Facebook is not involved. We will never ask for any credit card information or any of that. All we're asking you to do is to like this live, share this live, and 2 things in the comments. All right? You could do it in one line, but I want to see you write the words tweet hearts in the comments, and tag a bestie that you think would love this live or our page. Tag them in this comment, in the live comments. Tag them and write tweet hearts, and then that'll let me know that you liked, shared, and did that comment, and I will enter you in for that drawing, and we will likely do it on Monday, and I'll spin the wheel, and we will pick a winner. All right, that's our Friday night live giveaway for January, so anyone and everyone can take advantage of that. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How to attract birds to that new feeder, because today we've had several of those, and it maybe it's a new feeder like our new Cardinal Confetti C2 feeder. Maybe it's your new bird reel or bird camera feeder from the Christmas. There could be many different reasons why you have a new feeder and birds aren't coming. And I want to tell you that it's normal. Okay, whether you've been feeding for some time now or you have been, it's your first time feeding. It can take time for birds to find feeders. And there's a couple of reasons why. Excuse me. But the main thing to think about is that the timing for birds finding that new feeder can vary. And I mean, it varies. It could be 2 seconds. It could be 2 minutes. Right after you put it out there, the birds found it. Okay, it could be 2 days. It could be 2 weeks. It could be longer. It could be several months before birds find the new feeder. And it could be that they are flying over it and see it, but what's going on? Why aren't they coming to it? Let's go over some things, okay? There's 4 tips I have to helping you attract birds to a brand new feeder, okay? 1 is to give them time to find the feeder and get used to it. All right, a lot of times birds are, you are feeding already, right? You have all these feeders out there. Why do they need to go investigate the new feeder that might be a little strange or different? There is no reason, okay? Because they have other options. So the first thing is just be patient and know that you need to give it time for them to understand that it's, 1, not a predator, and that it's food and they will like it. Okay, so just be patient on that, all right? Number 2 is make sure that they can see it. Remember last week we talked about that upside down suet feeder, right? The birds find their food by sight. They usually do not find it by scent. Or most birds don't have a great sense of smell. So they are flying over or flying by and they're seeing, oh, wait, there's seed out there, or oh, there's suet or jelly or whatever you're trying to attract. They're looking for it that way. All birds look for the food. So you have to make sure it's visible. Did you put your new feeder under a tree where it might be a little bit less visible from birds that are hanging outside, up above? So think like a bird. Think about how they're going to find that feeder. So maybe for a little bit, stick it out further out from the tree until they get used to it, and then you can bring it back in where you originally wanted it. Okay, that's another consideration to think about. You could also, as a tip for that, is to try to get more excitement around the feeder to visually see that what it is all about, is you can sprinkle seed a little bit on the ground, a little bit on top. Sometimes I like to use bark butter because it's that spreadable suet that you can pretty much put in any flat surface. And essentially you're just putting it maybe on the top, right? Where they're going to be able to see it as they fly over. Okay, you're giving them ideas on what's in here and maybe saying, oh, they have bark butter down there. And then they go investigate it, or they see that seed on top. Oh, there's food over there. Then they're going to go down and see what the feeder is all about. But it just sometimes takes us a little bit to train them to know to even look there. Okay? Number 3 is keep it fresh. Keep it clean. All right? Right now, we just talked about in the very beginning how now through late March is the most difficult time for birds. All right? We're in winter. A lot of the resources that were once cached are now depleted. And natural resources are really slim to none. So feeders are becoming their most needed at this time. All right, so make sure that what you're putting out there is fresh. Make sure it's clean inside. No one likes to eat from the dirty plate. And if you have a new feeder, let's say it was a new feeder that you got for Christmas, and it has the same seed that you originally put in there, it might be time to dump that out and start fresh. Even if the birds aren't eating seed, you should regularly change it. If it's been out there for a month, refill it for new seed. Okay, you want to make sure that the food, once they find it, is fresh. It's not going to be moldy or wet. We've had a lot of snowfall right now, and we wouldn't want anything that's in here causing bacteria or mold that could make the birds sick, or they just might not come because they don't like the smell of nasty, dirty food, right? So that's how it goes, all right? We just got to be conscious that the birds are always looking. So even if they're at your other feeders, they are still looking to see what's still available. Will there be something else there once this food is gone? So make sure that it's clean, make sure that it's fresh food in there, and make sure that the food that you're putting in there is going to be liked by the birds that you are trying to attract. All right? And number 4, of all else, be patient. I know it's difficult because many times we are just so anxious and excited for the birds to come and find that new food or the new feeder that you put out. But it's important to recognize or know how birds are. And because they are wild birds, we can't predict exactly what they're doing and why they do certain things. But we have some tips that we can help you along the way. But it's always important to know that you got to be patient. Eventually they will find it. Eventually they're going to see the goodies that you're putting out there. But they just need a little bit of time. All right? So, with that, be sure that you come tomorrow. Andrew's going to be here at 11 o'clock talking about stewardship gardening, a new mindset for conservation gardening. At 11 o'clock, there are still seats available. It's going to be an excellent presentation. Highly recommend you come in. Don't forget, Daily Savings Club, your promotion is available in-store or online till the end of the month. You can come in, buy a seed cylinder, Cardinal Confetti seed cylinder, and you can get this Flying Start feeder for free. And don't forget, save $5 on your order online of $5 off an order of $25 or more. It's all for you guys, all right? I hope you enjoyed this short little live. Don't forget, I'll be posting that link for our online plant sales with Possibility Place Nursery on our Friday Live. I'll do it later tonight, but I will also be posting it on our Facebook and website. Be sure to look out for other events that we're going to be having coming out soon. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. We'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget that giveaway. Be sure you like this post, share it with on your page, and comment, tweet hearts, and tag someone in the comments that would love to listen to our lives and get connected with us. All right, thanks guys. You have a great Friday, and we'll see you next Friday. Bye now.